It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Welcome, everyone, to the start of the NFL postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here as these teams begin the journey toward the Super Bowl. And at this stage, Brock, it's a daunting task ahead to make it all the way. They need three wins against the best teams in the NFL, beginning with this one right here, right now.
Yeah, Kate, and I love the way you say that right there. You just lay out the journey. And I'll tell you, in this journey right now, you're not going to find a team anywhere in this bracket who isn't 100% convinced they're going to be the ones standing in the end. The time for words is over. Now your season's on the line. Every time you take the field, it is win or go home.
So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. And your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
You better go eat that shit. I don't want to hear it.
The regular season, they're hoping that he can bring that same kind of production with that arm of his to the playoffs. It's delivered.
You asked for the shit.
Again and again and again.
Go eat.
This is a whole new season when we're talking playoffs.
And he'll get it
go down, get downstairs now and eat. Go!
Efficiency. Exactly
now.
What you're looking for in first down.
You better go eat them.
Sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Keep it up.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And they won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Let's go now.
The tight end going in motion right. Penix throwing, 3rd and 2. Finds his back, it's Robinson.
Oh my God.
Sideline past the 40. And they finally get to him at the 15.
Fuck out of here.
It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Penix has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the...
You better go eat.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Has a left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Well, that's a good start to this one, Kate. Not just individually for the kicker to be accurate in his first kick, but to really invigorate this home crowd and to take that lead on the opening drive.
Jimmy Horn here on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Kate, it is a long postseason road ahead of them, especially when you're the road team in this wild card environment. They're going to likely be underdogs all postseason long, so you better embrace that moment. You better attack it like every play is on the line. In this first drive, I'd expect them to lead by example, be aggressive from the jump.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Young working from the gun. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Rolling into enemy territory. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's a give to Hubbard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Brought in right side by McMillan. It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal.
Here we go. Carolina.
Hubbard runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves it can stop us.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Mostert on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. On 1st down, here's Penix. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Well, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
That's another.
London going to motion over right.
1st and 10 at the
Penix on 1st down. Jump off, caught by his back. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
a loss of a yard.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
11 at the 50-yard line.
Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Now for the 2nd time, we take a look at this Panther offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series.
Let's go.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Young. McMillan on the slant. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And the Panther first down.
Ready, set.
Here's Hubbard on the give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now hang on a moment. I think we've got an injured player out there. Yeah, that's Chuba Hubbard being looked at following the play.
Ready.
Shotgun snap now Young. Getting out to his left. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Finds him on the slant. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
That's another Panthers first down. A gain of 15. And the Panthers...
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
He was taken down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now it's Young. He rolls to his right. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
Ready.
One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
Down. 60.
Back to throw. Here's Young. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers now lead by 10.
Touchdown, Panthers.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11.
Falcons 3. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Mostert on the return. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And Brock, they are really struggling to get their feet under them in the first half. They've got to find some resiliency, really stabilize things here in the postseason. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Penix working from the gun. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
It's a gain of
So first down from the 41.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Penix now. We look underneath here. Robinson. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
That's another Falcons first down.
Robinson on the inside give. We'll call this a modest game here, Brock. About 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Throwing
7.
now out of the shotgun. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
It's now third down.
They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. Penix facing a third and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's on target to Moore. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
Oh, shit.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's another Falcons first down.
Here's Robinson up the middle. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go play action. Here's Penix. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. No question who won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Staying with Robinson. Good defensive stand here. They push him away from the goal line. That's back to the 4. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Penix looking to pass. That one complete to Pitts. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a one-score game in the first half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Extra point is good by Gonzalez. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 4.
Falcons 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here comes Xavier Legette. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And after the impressive drives we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Young to throw it. Headed out right. McMillan hauls it in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down.
Go with Dowdle on the run. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So it'll be 2nd and long coming up, and that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment.
Okay, ready?
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Set, ready, ready.
Here's Young to throw. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Give him 32 on that play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
He's taken down at the 7.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
That is caught. Hits McMillan again. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
It's a gain of 11.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set.
Young working from the gun. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He's got the squiver. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Wild Card weekend rolling on, 3 games down, 2 more follow this one. Let's go to the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, the Jaguars at home to take on the Bengals. And this is Brian Thomas Jr. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Put it in the books as a 76-yard score. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills as they play host to the LA Chargers. And this is Brandon Cooks. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Bills take care of business. The number 2 seed will get another home game in the divisional round. And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. The Gets with a return here. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Dave Canales getting his Panthers out there for their next drive. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third.
Down. Hut.
Starting this third quarter, it's Hubbard. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Let's go now.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 40.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Come on. Ready?
Now Young bails out of the pocket quick. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is cut. And they get this down to the 28.
A gain of 12 yards.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Up the middle, Hubbard. He's got it in the red zone. And he comes through big here. 9 yards, it's 2nd down. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Here he is on 2nd and inches. He brings it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point.
Man, they
And
bullshitting.
just miss hit. It is wide left and no. good.
Fucking bullshit.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Mostert on the return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons ready for their next possession. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. So that's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit. You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Big strike here to Moore. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Penix. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Now Penix off the play action. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Lathan Ransom has it. And this is going to be a pick 6. He's in for the Carolina touchdown.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Now Young and the Panthers going for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. All right, partner, it's only one extra point on the scoreboard, but come on, if you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on 2 there instead of just the extra point?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it, because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face, and yeah, that one hurts a little bit more.
He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Now here come the Falcons on offense. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
He put everything he had into this one. Across his body, defenders there. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. Dowdle drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Shotgun snap now to Young. McMillan on the slant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun. Young escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Teneroll McMillan that time. And that brings up 4th and short.
Ready.
They're going for it. Young.
Now what a pass. Okay, yeah, pass interference.
Shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. Coach can plead his case all he wants, but we know it's going to fall on deaf ears. They call that interference, and it cancels their 4th down stand. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 52.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Falcons have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason.
Ready up.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Set, hut, ready.
On the ground again with Dowdle. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. 4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready, set, set.
Air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Got his man. This is McMillan. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
1st down.
Down.
Young on 1st and 10.
Throw the fucking ball!
Surprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. He was covered by Caden Ellis.
Ready, hut.
Here's the give to Dowdle. Still has some space inside the 35. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Kate, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Gets it to the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers grow their lead yet again.
Falcons 10.
They need to stop it.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Mostert on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spots. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They'll run it with Robinson. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down.
Okay, you call that play in a huddle as a quarterback, you break the huddle, and you can almost feel it right from the jump. You get that surge at the point of attack on 4th and short. They did, and then some to move those chains.
Penix on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now to give to Bijan. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. Looked like we had an injury on that play and some worried faces out there. Yeah, it's quarterback Michael Penix Jr. who's in need of the attention. Medical staff out to take a look. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
1st and 10 from the 32. The inside give to Dowdle. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Panthers on the favorable end of this blowout. All set now, 1st and 10. Here's Dowdle again. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They're going to pass it here. Has it at the 7. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers continue piling it on here in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers continue piling onto this lead.
Falcons 10. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Mostert on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Throwing now on first down. Penix. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And this is going to take him off at across midfield there at the opposing 45.
5 yards on the play.
Moore going to motion over right. First and 10 around to Robinson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, Penix. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Trying to push deep downfield. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The Panthers, McMillan taking over once again. And his rookie season has been among the best of all the guys we heard announced in this past NFL draft. You can see that late in this campaign, he is one of the top contenders for Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's incomplete left side. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
First down. A gain of 37 yards.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Here we go.
First and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in the game that's already decided.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Carolina.
Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. His kick is good at the ends, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we say goodbye from Atlanta.
That boy out there balling.